I never know how to start these, but welcome back to 3-card character. Almost forgot the name there for a second. This is the series where I try to create a character out of 3 cards. I have these 3 cue cards in front of me, these 3 stacks of cue cards, prompts, character ideas, personalities, blah, blah, blah. And then I try to make a character out of it, and I have ChatGPT generate me a small script to, try and figure it out, do what I need to do. Just try and create a character. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first card will be the modifier. This is like the personality or the emotion. That will be, let me turn on my ring light. Boop, 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 boop. Yay. You can actually see the card now. Bewilderment. Okay. So this person is bewildered at something. But what is this person exactly? This person is a hermit. Okay, someone who lives alone, a hermit, a bewildered hermit. What is the person doing? Painting. Okay, a bewildered hermit painting. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. All right, this is what ChatGPT has made for me. Write me a script about a bewildered hermit painting. Let's see. I'll just read it out loud and see what we have. The stage is set in a rustic, secluded cabin surrounded by nature. At center stage stands Finn the hermit, a hermit in his 50s, dressed in simple, worn clothes. The room is cluttered with paint supplies, canvases, and unfinished paintings. Finn stands before a blank canvas, a paintbrush in his hands, and a bewildered look on his face. Muttering to himself, why paint today? Why paint today? What to paint today? So many colors, so many possibilities. He dips his brush into a palette of vibrant colors, hesitating as he hovers over the blank canvas. Finn, confused. What story do you want to tell, dear canvas? What secrets do you wish to reveal? Finn takes a tentative brushstroke, and a streak of bright blue crosses the canvas. He steps back, tilting his head in puzzlement. Blue, like the sky or the sea. But what if it's more than that? What if it feels? What if it's a feeling, a memory? He adds more colors, each stroke seemingly random yet deliberate. His face twists with confusion as he tries to make sense of his own creation. Why do I paint? Is it to capture what I see? Or is it to find what I'm missing? As he continues to paint, Finn's bewilderment grows, but so does his determination. He mixes colors frantically, his brush dancing across the canvas with increasing urgency. Finn, these shapes, these colors, they must mean something. They must. He steps back again, staring at the chaotic, vibrant painting. His breath comes in shallow gasps as he tries to understand the work before him, softly, almost pleading. What are you trying to tell me? What do you want me to see? Finn drops his brush, exhausted and perplexed. He sinks to the floor, staring up at the painting, searching for answers in the swirl of colors and shapes. Maybe the meaning isn't the painting. Maybe it is the act of painting itself, the journey, not the destination. With a sigh, Finn leans back, a faint smile of realization playing on his lips as he looks at his work with newfound acceptance. Yes, that's it. The journey. My journey. The stage lights dim as Finn sits in peaceful contemplation, the painting standing as a testament to his bewilderment yet beautiful journey. Finn whispering, "Thank you, dear canvas, for helping me see." Interesting. So he seems. See, the thing is with all these things I've done is that they're always talking to themselves. Either they're always talking to themselves, or they're like, they're always talking to themselves, or they're talking as like their inner voice. You know what I mean? So it feels like obviously no normal human being would ever say any of this stuff. So one thing I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to start thinking of a different way to, you know, to do these, because I can't. Maybe actually a better idea would be to look up scripts, like already existing movie scripts, rather than using a generated one, because that could be interesting rather than. Anyway, I'll think about it later. Let's try to give him a little bit more characterization. So Finn, what does Finn look like? Imagine he almost is wearing. Let's say this is set in the medieval times. I don't know why I'm imagining him wearing like a burlap sack, and that's it. Just like there's like a tunic. You know what I mean? He's a tunic with a rope tied around his waist just to keep it up there. You know, he's lives in a hut, like a Yoda hut, maybe in a swamp. Maybe he lives on Dagobah. He's probably he's in his 50s, he says. Finn, yeah, a hermit in his 50s. So he's up there, but he's not old by any means. He doesn't have like an old man voice. He could be rugged. He could be something like this. Maybe he was a knight, and he's retired. You know, early retirement, because people don't live to very long back in medieval times. Actually, what did people live back in medieval times? How old people live medieval times? Interesting. Okay, so if you live to be 21, that was like a okay, you're good. You're probably gonna live till you're about in your 60s or 70s. Except when the plague was the thing. Okay. What was like expected in medieval times? 31? Jesus. It's not old at all. Okay, so he's up there. He's old for what would be considered usual, you know, in this medieval setting that we've given it, right? Interesting. Okay, let's see. The stage is set in a rustic, secluded cabin surrounded by nature. At center stage stands Finn, a hermit in his 50s, dressed in simple, worn clothes. The room is cluttered with paint supplies, canvases, and unfinished paintings. Finn stands before a blank canvas, a paintbrush in his hands, and a bewildered look in his face. Muttering to himself, Why paint today? What to paint today? Why paint today? What to paint today? So many colors, so many possibilities. He dips his paintbrush into the palette of vibrant colors, hesitating as he hovers over the blank canvas. What story do you want to tell, dear paintbrush, dear canvas, blah, blah, blah. I can't speak. What secrets do you wish to reveal? Then takes a tentative brushstroke, a streak of bright blue across the canvas. He steps back, tilting his head in puzzlement. Blue, like the sky or the sea. But what if it's more than that? What if it's a feeling, a memory? He adds some colors, each stroke seemingly random yet deliberate. His face twists with confusion as he tries to make sense of his own creation. Why do I paint? What is it to capture what I see, or is it to find what I'm missing? Or is it to find what I'm missing? As he continues to paint, Finn's bewilderment grows, and so does his determination. He fixes colors frantically, his brush dancing across the canvas with increasing urgency. These shapes, these colors, what must mean? They must mean something. They must. He steps back, staring at the chaotic, vibrant painting. His breath comes in shallow gasps as he tries to understand the work before him. Softly, almost pleading, What are you trying to tell me? What do you want me to see? Finn drops his brush, exhausted and perplexed. He sinks to the floor, staring up at the painting, searching for answers in the swirl of colors and shapes. Maybe the meaning isn't the painting. Maybe it is the act of painting itself, the journey, not the destination. With a sigh, Finn leans back, a faint smile of realization playing on his lips as he looks at his work with a newfound acceptance. Yes, that's it. The journey. My journey. The stage lights dim as Finn sits in peaceful contemplation, the painting standing as a testament to his bewilderment yet beautiful journey. Thank you, dear canvas, for helping me see. Interesting character here. Finn, the hermit, in the woods, the hermit's canvas. That's a good title. I like that title. It's an interesting title. I'm actually gonna start keeping these nice and short. I'm just gonna do one because I feel like these videos are better to be short and sweet. So there we are. I will leave that episode there. Finn has been added to the roster of 3-card characters. Let's see what characters we discover next time on this episode. Later, everyone.